Scrapping makes her feel fine. The photos and the paper and the glue. And now, once again, that scrapbooker extraordinaire, Terry Rice.
Yay, let's hear it from my MC. So today, I thought I would show you that, well, actually, this is my biggest issue is trying to get the layouts into the album. And because they're not in order. But I have a stack here, which actually is so funny because I've already taken pictures and I will try to insert them here, otherwise they'll be at the end, of the stacks of pictures I have in the art room and in the guest room. And I actually found these in the kitchen, in the drawer underneath the window seat. So I thought I'm just gonna have to put those away. I've got a Creative Memories album. It's whatever the purple one was. I think at the time it was maybe called Eggplant or Plum, I don't remember. But so I've got a Creative Memories album. I've opened it up so it's ready to receive the pages. So I'm gonna start putting them in here. Now the one thing about doing the Creative Memories albums, which I really love, it's like you need to know where they're gonna go first. And I think I have these all in order, and I'm just gonna show you a couple. So before I did these ones, I actually did, or before I started doing these, I actually did 8.5 by 11. So I actually have 2 albums for each of my kids in the 8.5 by 11. And then after that, I decided I wanted to do 12 by 12. So actually, I don't even have all the 8.5 by 11s done. But once I got through 2, I thought from now on, I'm just going to start doing the 12 by 12s. And actually, when I started doing the Creative Memories, they were not 12 by 12. They were smaller. They were 8.5 by, or they were 12 by 12 inches tall, but I don't remember how wide they are. Let me grab my ruler. So they are like 11.5. So actually, when I bought this book, I didn't know it was going to be this size because they had changed it and I didn't realize it. So I just started making it the right size for the albums that I thought I was going to be buying. So these are all 12 by 12. That white is not going to bother me at all. That's what I decided a few minutes ago. So I'm going to start putting them in here. So I'm going to do a couple just to show you, and then I'll put them in there, and then I'll show you all the layouts. Because it's like this, I did these before I started filming again. So it's like you might be interested in seeing them. And I'm probably just going to do 3 strips in here, and I think that should hold them. Because it ends up that, you know, the, oh, I can't talk and line up at the same time. They'll have a page protector over them, so they'll sit pretty good. Okay, so this is going to be the first page, and then, so it's part of the Christmas train in, where is it? I can't even think where it is. East Troy. And it always, whenever I'd been to East Troy, it looked very old-fashioned, like turn of the century. So that's why I chose the paper that I did. And this is, I don't know if it's called Dickens or a Christmas, I think it's called A Christmas Carol, and it's by Graphic 45. So this is going to be the first page, and then I'm going to have a 2-page layout. So And you know, it's like she's older. I mean, I've done two albums of her, and I don't even think she's in grade school yet here. So you can tell that. Oh, I think that's just cut around. Okay, so you can see that first kid, she just ends up getting the most photos. The first kid, yep, and it's the same way with the grandchildren. It's like it was a lot harder to fill up the other books than I did. I'm gonna bring it back here a little bit. See, I cut them all down to that size. And now I've got pictures, or I've done layouts of me and my husband. Oh, see, so you got the first page, and this will be the second page. And then this will be the third page. I was saying, I've got pictures or layouts of me and my husband that I know that I'm going to use some Creative Memory albums that are the smaller size, but I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, I'll just have to trim them down when I put them in the album, because I know I did them 12 by 12, some of them. So, okay, and this is, you know, the same graphic 45, but I did put in one of these fabric things that I had printed out, one of these, and I just did that on the printer and the computer. And I had showed some of those when my sister had sent me stuff, because she sent me one of those back. Okay, and then so it's like I'll have the first page is the Christmas train, and then the two following pages will be the Christmas train, and then it goes on to like her birthday, because that's next. So I'll finish putting these in here, and then I'll show them to you when I got them done, since I've never shown these before, because I never ever did them on when I was, you know, videotaping. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, so I got all those layouts in this album. So I'll give you a flip through. So these are the ones I did with you. And this is where I'm gonna journal about it. And you know, it's like she's, how old is Danny? She's 48.
40.
She might be 48. Maybe less.
48. She'll be
47.
49.
So, oh, I can see, you can't see that over there. Okay, I'll have to slide back and forth. Okay, so, this is the ones I already did with you. And, whoa, I'm gonna have to put on those. I'm gonna have to get the page protectors on. Okay, I think that must, oh, there we go. Yep, definitely need the page protector there. Do I have any here? I have these ones. I'm gonna quickly put this one on here because I can see it's gonna catch. I'll tell you, they're really wrapped up. Okay. Okay, I've got these pencils so they're dimensional on the top, so it's like that's what's catching. I guess I should have gave it a quick flip through before I turn the camera back on, but well, and I think they're nicer to look at without the glare, so I was gonna show you to you like that, okay? So this was her birthday, and then the next thing I got is her birthday was after Christmas. Sometimes I had a lot of pictures and sometimes not so much, but this is where she went, started going to school right after this. So here is Christmas again. And then for some reason she thought she had to have a St. Patrick's Day cake. And I worked in a bakery, so it's like a lot of times I'd be making cakes at home too. And so that's what this was all about. That's the only thing I can think of, was I know that she thought she needed an Irish cake. And so, and then even though she had like a little kitchen set in her room, she always wanted to play on the table right next to where I was probably cooking. Well, I'd have been cooking in the kitchen, which was right over here. Now I love this. This is those, I think it's Susan Branch. Yeah, I just love her stickers. And then they started doing this in school where they'd have like a double picture. And I'm going to try to change that a little bit. And anyhow, I just thought, oh, that's so cool. But it's like after her sister got older, she would go, that was my twin and she died. And just actually made her think that. It's like, I wish I wouldn't have got those pictures now that she was doing that to her sister. But I just thought, oh, it's so creative, having the two pictures. Why not have two, instead of one? And then this was Christmas. This is where somebody else took the pictures, and this is where I'm saying, oh, get all candid shots. And none of them had her face showing. So it's like, sometimes you just can't do candid shots, or tell somebody to do them and think that they're going to get their face. And then this was another birthday, and I did a strawberry shortcake, and I did a round cake, but I only did it one layer because we didn't have that many people there. And then this, I was gonna paint Norman Rockwell. He's got a picture of a girl where she's like looking in the mirror, and that's what I was gonna paint this. That's why I've got this picture over there. And there was a couple of pictures I took because I was gonna paint them, and just never got around to it. So I thought, I'm just scrapbooking the pictures. And I think this was another one. I was gonna paint these, and so I've got her here like playing peekaboo. So this one I actually just hid behind the thing since I never bothered to paint them. It's like, can't do everything. And so then I've got this picture. And then my sister had sent me stuff, and she sent me a bunch of pictures. And this one I know has to go in here because that's the cat that we got that year. And her dad brought it over. We went over to my mom's house, and that's where he brought the cat in a box. And it was so funny. And it's so funny, the little pose that she is. It's like, how cute is that? So that needs to go in here. So I just wrote that down so I'd remember. And I know I don't have another picture of her and the cat. Well, I don't think I have another picture of her or of the cat at all, because it's like the cat had disappeared after too long. It was actually, it looked like a Siamese, but when you looked really close, it actually had a tiger stripe in it. So it was like the two things. And it was, we actually got it at a cat shelter. Okay, let's see. I think I have two things here. No, I guess not. Okay. And then second grade, and again, see, I just kept liking those pictures. And then this is after her sister was born. And her little sister is here, but Dad took the picture and he's not paying attention that she's not even showing. We just look like we're weird. Like, what are you doing? I don't know. And then here's a picture of her and her little sister. And then they are in the bathtub, because you got to have bath pictures. And here they were just sitting in the chair. And I think they were watching TV. Maybe Sesame Street or something. And some of these things need a little bit of glue. And then this one here was when we bought our first house in Wisconsin. And she went to a new school. And then again Christmas. And I'm thinking that we probably took pictures in between there, but I just couldn't find any. Because it doesn't seem like it was, too many in between. But I don't know, sometimes you get busy, Okay, so there's Christmas again. And then this is another one. I actually started to paint this picture. And I got her face done and everything. That was my alarm saying it's time to start dinner. So anyhow, it's like I thought I've got these pictures. I'm just gonna scrapbooking because I just couldn't finish painting them, I guess. And it looked really good, but it was like, I don't know, it was I still couldn't get it finished, even though it looked good. And I started that one. And this one went to Great America, and so it was like me and the girls. I love that picture. I love how we're in focus and the background is blurry. I just love that look. And the glitter is shedding. That's one thing I hate about glitter letters, because sometimes it's like they still shed or flake off, and then then they're just plain. And then here's the two girls. Now their dad had a hard time focusing on her because she was so fair, that was his excuse anyway. But I wish I would have made it smaller, because I think it would have looked better. But I had it in 8x10, so I decided I'm using it. And then my sister took them to get their picture taken at Penny's or Sears or something. So this was another picture of them. I don't know, it still might have been a few months later. Okay. And this was a cousin's birthday. And I can see I need a little glue underneath that, especially now that I taped the thing down. And then at school, they had a class where they would demonstrate, or like what would happen if you go to the nurse's office and she got to be the patient. So I called it the patient. I thought that was so cute. And of course, she told her sister something bad happened. She was such a storyteller. Okay, and then this is when we went to Texas, and this was in Galveston. And I thought it was more glitter shedding, but it wasn't. And what do I have here? This is washi? I don't know. I think some weird things happened to my... I don't know why that's there. Oh, I do have some washi here, except for this went weird. So this, I actually had it there on purpose. And this got out of whack. Huh. I might have to figure that out, because I have it up here too. So I have it in 3 places. But this one is, look, it's gone all wonky. So I'll have to see if I can fix it. And then another birthday. And this is when she was really into Madonna, so I did a Madonna cake for her. And then instead of party hats, they all wore bows in their hairs. In their hair, not their hairs. And this is when we went to Indiana to check it out, because we were going to move with General Motors. And anyhow, it was on Mother's Day. and we went someplace and they're like, oh, we're gonna take pictures of the kids and the mothers, and it's like, oh, brothers. I don't know. That's the second time that I end up having to have a picture taken, like not when I was planning. But so it's like that's that one. I got to use these fun stuff, so guess it was worth it for that. And I think this is the last page, and this is her and her sister. They were having, it was so funny because it's like, this is all, I think, on the same day. We've got, they had pizza, they had pretzels, and they had popsicles. So it was like just such a funny, and then they were posing. So that's what I called it. Perfect. And so that's it. So at least I got her caught up to whatever age this was. I guess she was 10. Yep. So that's it. I still have one. I got to get this picture in there. And I did find 2 more Christmas ones that my sister sent me. But I'm thinking I already have these in her book. So, because my sister just went through stuff, and she had a whole bunch of me, which I thought was really weird. So it's like, where'd you get all those pictures? I didn't have that many of them. But so I'll have to get that done and put in here. And I might do that next. It might be my next one, just because I've got Christmas, I kind of know the Christmas papers I have. And this is not a very big picture. This is why I did 8.5 by 11 at first. Because it's like pictures used to be smaller, now they're bigger. And now we're doing, multiples, we're just making them smaller. And back then, it's like, I don't know, back then I didn't have as much money. I wouldn't have, it's like I would take one picture, So anyway, that's it for today. I will put in the pictures of, either at the end, I'll try to put them in at the beginning of the stacks of pictures I have to put away. And so I might just do this every now and then. I would like to do this at least once a month until I get them put away, but I don't know, kind of stresses me out. Because I think, is there something else that needs to be in there? Like this one, And so, well, that's it for today. I'll put in a couple of close-ups, and I'll also put in the pictures of my stacks of photos, because that way if you have them, you won't feel so bad. So have a wonderful and blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.